Did you know that one quiet, easily overlooked vitamin could be the missing piece to better sleep, stronger memory, calmer nerves, and even healthier skin and hair as you age? I'm talking about vitamin B12, one of the most powerful nutrients your body needs. And yet, millions of older adults are unknowingly running dangerously low on it. That's right. Even if you eat well, take care of yourself, and do all the right things, if you're over 60, there's a good chance your body simply isn't absorbing this essential vitamin the way it used to. And the consequences? They can sneak up on you in the most frustrating ways. You might feel tired all the time, but not in the way a good nap can fix. Maybe your memory doesn't feel as sharp as it used to, or your hands and feet tingle randomly. Your mood changes without warning. Your skin has lost its glow, or you've just been feeling off. What if I told you that one nutrient deficiency could be silently affecting your energy, your emotions, your heart, your nerves, and even how your brain functions? And most doctors won't catch it until it's already impacting your daily life. Here's the truth. Vitamin B12 deficiency is incredibly common after age 60. And the most shocking part? Many people never know it's happening because the symptoms often mimic just getting older. But it's not just aging, it's fixable. And the difference in your well-being once your B12 levels are corrected, it can feel like night and day. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into why B12 is so vital for seniors, the subtle signs your body is crying out for more, how this one vitamin helps protect your heart, your brain, your energy, and more, and exactly what you can do today to protect yourself or even reverse deficiency before it becomes a serious issue. So if you're over 60 or you love someone who is, this information is too important to ignore because B12 isn't just another supplement. It's a lifeline for your quality of life. Stay with me until the very end because we'll also cover the 8 hidden signs that your body may already be low in B12 and how to naturally and effectively boost your levels. If this video brings you value, please take a second to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Your support helps us reach more people who need this information to stay vibrant and healthy in their golden years. Let's get started and take your wellness to the next level. Section 1. Why vitamin B12 is essential for seniors. Vitamin B12 is not just another item on a long list of vitamins. It is a vital nutrient that supports multiple critical systems in the body, especially as we age. What makes it unique is that our bodies cannot produce it on their own. We have to get it from outside sources like food or supplements. And here's where it gets even more important for seniors. As we grow older, our ability to absorb vitamin B12 from food naturally declines. This happens because our stomach produces less acid, which is necessary to release B12 from the food we eat. This decline in absorption means that even if you're eating foods rich in B12, your body might not be getting enough of it. For older adults, especially those over 60, the risk of deficiency increases significantly. This is even more likely if you take medications for acid reflux, have undergone gastrointestinal surgery, or follow a vegetarian or vegan diet. Vitamin B12 plays a central role in several functions. It helps produce healthy red blood cells, supports brain health and memory, protects nerves, boosts mood, and helps with energy metabolism. A deficiency can cause a wide range of symptoms like fatigue, forgetfulness, nerve tingling, poor balance, mood swings, and even shortness of breath. Because these symptoms often overlap with signs of aging, the true cause is often missed. But make no mistake, B12 is not optional for seniors. It is essential for healthy aging, and understanding how it works is the first step to protecting yourself. Now that you understand why this one vitamin matters so much, let's explore the first powerful benefit of maintaining good B12 levels. Benefit 1. Supports heart health and reduces risk of stroke. As we age, heart health becomes a bigger concern. The arteries naturally stiffen, blood pressure rises, and the risk of heart disease grows. But there's something many seniors don't realize. A hidden threat to the heart isn't always high cholesterol or sugar. It can also be low vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 helps reduce the level of an amino acid in the blood called homocysteine. When B12 levels drop, homocysteine rises. and high homocysteine has been directly linked to a higher risk of heart disease, stroke, and blood clots. Think of it this way. When you don't get enough B12, it's like allowing silent damage to build up in your arteries. Over time, this creates inflammation, damages blood vessel walls, and increases the chance of serious heart events. But when B12 is at healthy levels, it keeps homocysteine under control. Your arteries stay healthier, blood flows more smoothly, and your heart doesn't have to work overtime. This isn't just theory. Research confirms that B12 supplementation can help protect heart health, especially in older adults who are more vulnerable to vascular problems. So if you're over 60 and want to protect your heart without medication, getting enough B12 is one of the simplest and most effective things you can do. Benefit 2. Improves energy and reduces fatigue. One of the most common complaints among older adults is a lack of energy. You wake up tired, feel drained by midday, and even small tasks start to feel like a chore. While many blame it on aging, the real issue might be much simpler: a vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is essential for energy production. It plays a key role in converting the food you eat into fuel for your cells. Without enough of it, your body struggles to make energy at the cellular level. It's like trying to run a car without enough gas. B12 also supports the production of red blood cells, which are responsible for delivering oxygen throughout the body. When your red blood cell count is low, oxygen delivery slows down. That's why even after a full night's rest, you can still feel weak, sluggish, or mentally foggy if your B12 is low. This kind of fatigue doesn't go away with a nap or another cup of coffee. It's deeper and more frustrating, but also reversible. Many seniors who corrected their B12 levels reported having more energy, clearer thinking, and better endurance throughout the day. They didn't need caffeine or energy drinks. They just needed B12. So if you're feeling unusually tired lately, it's worth asking, could your body be asking for more B12? Benefit 3. Supports heart health. Heart disease remains one of the leading causes of death among seniors. While diet, exercise, and genetics all play a role, there's one less talked about factor: vitamin B12. This essential nutrient helps keep your heart safe in a very specific way. It reduces the levels of a substance in your blood called homocysteine. When homocysteine builds up, it can damage your blood vessels, raise your blood pressure, and increase the risk of blood clots, strokes, or heart attacks. Think of vitamin B12 as a quiet guardian that keeps your homocysteine levels in check, protecting your arteries from damage over time. For elderly individuals who may already be dealing with weakened blood vessels or high blood pressure, maintaining healthy B12 levels is one of the simplest and most natural ways to reduce heart risk. You don't need a complicated supplement routine, just a consistent intake of B12 from either food or supplements. It's a small shift that could bring big protection to the most important muscle in your body. Benefit 4. Protects nerve health. As we age, nerve damage becomes more common. That numbness in your feet, the tingling in your fingers, or even difficulty with balance, these could all be signs your nerves are crying out for help. Vitamin B12 plays a critical role in nerve protection. It helps form and maintain the myelin sheath, which is a protective covering around your nerves. Without this sheath, nerve signals can get disrupted, slow down, or even stop altogether. A deficiency in B12 can slowly break down that protection, leading to feelings of pins and needles, burning sensations, and over time, more serious issues like poor coordination and unsteady walking. But here's the good news. Restoring your B12 levels can stop this process and, in many cases, reverse some of the damage if caught early. Seniors who added B12 to their routine have reported reduced nerve pain, better stability, and more control over their movements. It's not just a vitamin, it's insurance for your independence. Benefit 5. Boosts brain function and memory. Forgetfulness and brain fog are often accepted as a natural part of aging, but they shouldn't be. In fact, many cognitive problems among seniors can be traced back to vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 helps with the creation of neurotransmitters, the chemicals that help your brain cells talk to each other. It's also crucial for DNA repair and brain cell maintenance. When B12 levels are low, brain communication slows, memory gets cloudy, and focus becomes difficult. In more serious cases, Prolonged deficiency has even been linked to dementia and cognitive decline. But when seniors with low B12 started supplementing, studies showed improvements in memory, alertness, and mental clarity. It's not about becoming a genius overnight. It's about giving your brain what it needs to stay sharp and functional as you age. You don't have to accept mental decline as inevitable. Sometimes better brain health starts with a small tablet of B12. Benefit 6. Improves mood and reduces depression. Many older adults experience mood swings, low energy, and even signs of depression without realizing that it may not be emotional at all. It could be nutritional. Vitamin B12 helps regulate mood by assisting in the production of serotonin, the feel-good brain chemical. Low levels of serotonin are directly linked to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and depression. When B12 is lacking, your body struggles to make enough serotonin, and your mood can suffer, even if nothing in your life has changed. This is especially important for seniors who may already be dealing with life transitions, loneliness, or physical limitations. Studies show that adding B12 to your routine, especially if you're already low, can help lift your mood, reduce irritability, and bring a sense of calm. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and B12 plays a powerful role in keeping both in balance. Benefit 7. Supports hair, skin, and nail health. Yes, it's more than just a cosmetic concern. Your hair, skin, and nails are mirrors of your internal health. As we grow older, thinning hair, brittle nails, or dry skin are often accepted as normal aging, but they can be signs of a vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 helps with cell production and oxygen delivery, both of which are necessary for healthy skin cells and strong hair follicles. When you're low on B12, your body can't send enough oxygen and nutrients to the scalp or nail beds. The result? Dull hair, fragile nails, and dry, itchy, or pale skin. Many seniors notice a surprising difference when their B12 levels are corrected. Their hair gains more life, their nails become stronger, and their skin looks and feels more nourished. It's not about vanity. It's about giving your body the resources it needs to maintain its natural strength and appearance. Benefit 8. Prevents certain types of anemia. Anemia becomes more common with age, and one type in particular, megaloblastic anemia, is directly linked to B12 deficiency. This condition occurs when your body can't produce healthy red blood cells due to a lack of B12. The cells become large, immature, and can't carry oxygen efficiently. The symptoms often go unnoticed at first: shortness of breath, pale skin, low stamina. But over time, this can become serious, making daily activities harder and increasing the risk of falls or heart strain. The good news? It's completely preventable. Maintaining healthy B12 levels allows your body to produce strong, functional red blood cells that carry oxygen to your muscles, brain, and organs. If you're feeling tired all the time, weak without explanation, or breathless during light activity, it's time to look into your B12 levels. But even with all these amazing benefits, millions of older adults unknowingly walk around with low levels of vitamin B12. The signs can be subtle at first, but over time, they can seriously affect your health, energy, and brain function. So let's look at the most common symptoms your body might be using to warn you that something's not right. Symptom 1. Persistent fatigue and weakness. Waking up tired even after a full night's sleep? Feeling like your limbs are heavier than they used to be? These could be more than just signs of aging. One of the earliest and most noticeable symptoms of B12 deficiency is a constant feeling of fatigue and physical weakness. Your body needs vitamin B12 to produce red blood cells, which are responsible for transporting oxygen to your tissues and muscles. When B12 is low, fewer healthy red blood cells are made, meaning less oxygen reaches your body's cells, and less oxygen means less energy. It's why many older adults with B12 deficiency describe feeling worn out for no reason, even after rest. If you've been finding it harder to get through your day and naps just don't help, it might not be tiredness. It could be your body lacking B12. Symptom 2. Mood swings and low mental resilience. Have you felt more anxious lately? Or noticed that your patience is thinner and your mood less stable? These emotional changes may not just be due to stress or age. They could be your nervous system signaling a B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 helps your brain produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which regulate your mood. Low B12 disrupts that process, and the result can be increased irritability, sadness, or even mild depression. Seniors often experience these shifts more acutely, especially when combined with the emotional challenges of retirement, loneliness, or health issues. If your emotions feel harder to manage than they used to, it may be time to consider a nutritional cause, especially if you're already eating well and still feel off balance. Symptom tree: pale or yellowing skin. Your skin can reveal a lot about what's going on inside your body. One sign that often goes unnoticed in elderly adults is skin that appears unusually pale or slightly yellow. When your body lacks B12, it struggles to produce healthy red blood cells. As a result, the blood becomes thinner and less vibrant, causing skin to lose its natural rosy color. In addition, B12 deficiency can cause red blood cells to break down prematurely, releasing a pigment called bilirubin into the bloodstream. This pigment gives skin a yellowish hue, similar to jaundice. If friends or family have commented that you look tired or washed out lately, and especially if you've noticed it in the mirror, don't ignore it. It could be more than just low energy. It could be your skin's quiet cry for B12. Symptom 4. Glossitis and mouth pain. Do your gums hurt? Does your tongue feel swollen, smooth, or oddly red? You may be experiencing glossitis, which is inflammation of the tongue, a classic and often overlooked sign of B12 deficiency. The tongue may lose its natural texture and feel sore, which can make eating, drinking, or even talking uncomfortable. B12 also plays a role in maintaining the health of the mucous membranes inside your mouth. Without enough of it, you may also notice small ulcers or cracks in the corners of your mouth. These aren't just annoying, they're signs that your cells aren't regenerating the way they should. Seniors who experience persistent mouth pain or changes in their tongue's appearance should definitely check their B12 levels, especially if the issue is ongoing despite good oral hygiene. Symptom 5. Tingling and numbness in extremities. That pins and needles feeling in your hands or feet is not always due to bad circulation. Often, it's your nerves struggling without the protection they need. Vitamin B12 helps maintain the myelin sheath, the protective layer that surrounds your nerves. Without enough B12, that sheath begins to break down, and nerve signals become impaired. Over time, this leads to sensations of tingling, numbness, or even burning, most often felt in the fingers, toes, or legs. It can become so severe that it affects your balance, walking, or grip strength. If you've noticed that you're dropping things more often or feel unstable while standing, your nerves could be under stress, and vitamin B12 might be the missing piece. Symptom 6. Rapid heartbeat or irregular pulse. Heart palpitations or a rapid heartbeat, known as tachycardia, can also be a sign of a B12 deficiency. Here's why. When your body can't produce enough red blood cells due to low B12, your heart has to work harder to circulate the limited oxygen around your body. This can put extra strain on your cardiovascular system, especially if you already have a heart condition. You may feel your heart pounding after climbing stairs, during rest, or even in the middle of the night. In severe cases, low B12 can even lead to heart enlargement or damage over time. Seniors who experience a fast heartbeat or lightheadedness should speak with a healthcare provider and consider a simple blood test to check B12 levels. It could make all the difference. Symptom 7. Memory loss and cognitive decline. It's easy to blame forgetfulness on age, but not all memory issues are due to getting older. Many are actually preventable. Vitamin B12 is essential for keeping your brain sharp. It helps create and protect neurons and supports the repair of brain tissue. Low levels of B12 can slow down brain activity, leading to memory lapses, confusion, or brain fog. If these signs are ignored, they may even be misdiagnosed as early dementia. The good news? In many cases, B12-related memory problems are reversible. Seniors who start supplementing often report feeling clearer, more focused, and mentally present again, sometimes within weeks. Symptom ADA, shortness of breath and dizziness. Do you find yourself out of breath doing light chore or walking a short distance? Are you feeling dizzy or lightheaded when standing up? These could also be signs of anemia caused by B12 deficiency. Without enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen, your body simply can't keep up with demand. This symptom is especially dangerous for seniors, as dizziness can increase the risk of falls and injury. Many people chalk it up to low stamina, but B12 plays a direct role in oxygen delivery. Correcting the deficiency can make a dramatic difference in your breathing and energy, giving you the ability to move confidently again. How to prevent or reverse vitamin B12 deficiency in seniors. The good news is that vitamin B12 deficiency can be prevented, and in many cases, reversed, with simple, consistent steps. For older adults especially, paying attention to your B12 intake can make a significant difference in energy, brain function, and overall wellness. Start by including more B12-rich foods in your daily meals. The most reliable sources of natural vitamin B12 are animal-based foods like eggs, milk, cheese, lean meats, fish, and liver. Organ meats, especially beef liver, are among the most potent sources. But if organ meat doesn't suit your taste, don't worry. Fish like salmon, tuna, and sardines are also excellent sources and are easier to include in weekly meals. If you're vegetarian, vegan, or just someone who eats fewer animal products, it becomes essential to rely on fortified foods or supplements. Fortified cereals, plant-based milks, and nutritional yeast are decent sources, but they may not be enough for older adults whose bodies struggle to absorb B12 properly. This is where supplementation comes in. For seniors, especially those over 60, supplementing with vitamin B12 is often necessary. The body's ability to absorb B12 from food decreases with age, mostly due to reduced stomach acid. Methylcobalamin is one of the most absorbable and senior-friendly forms of B12. It's available in sublingual tablets that dissolve under your tongue, allowing for faster absorption directly into your bloodstream. Ideal for older adults with digestive issues or poor nutrient absorption. Another tip is to keep a regular check on your B12 levels. Ask your doctor for a blood test once or twice a year. This is especially important if you're taking medications like metformin or proton pump inhibitors, which can deplete your body's B12 stores over time. Early detection means faster intervention and fewer complications later on. Also, don't forget hydration. Even mild dehydration can worsen the symptoms of B12 deficiency, making fatigue and dizziness feel more intense. So drink enough water throughout the day. It's a small act with a big payoff. In summary, keeping your B12 levels in check doesn't require extreme diets or expensive products. Eat a balanced diet, include B12-rich foods or supplements, get regular blood work, and stay hydrated. These small, consistent actions can protect your nerves, boost your energy, support your brain, and guard your heart. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to share it with someone who might benefit. Your health is in your hands. Take the small steps today for a healthier, stronger tomorrow.